How's it going, everybody? It's the 17th, no, it's the 18th of December, and coming up in this video, I'm going to have a couple catches and a couple tips once we get out on the line. But first, I want to thank everybody that's been sticking with me. I know this season I haven't had a ton of great footage and everything, but I'm still working on my shoulder, started physical therapy. I'm even holding the camera with my right hand now, holding it out. I got to keep using my arms. But I'm out today. Got my two crazy dogs, they're running around. I just set a couple fisher sets down in those pine trees right behind my truck. I have caught fishers over here, not fishers plural, one fisher over here. I've seen lots of fisher tracks down here before. I've had them on camera, so I know they come through this area. So I got a couple fisher sets here. I'm just checking on some of my cable restraint locations. Some of these I put in myself, these trails right here. You can watch my dog, he'll run right down that trail. And that's exactly what I want him to do. So I'll come here day after Christmas or a couple days after, and I'll hang a couple cables here, probably for coyotes, and hopefully pick a couple up here again this year. I caught two right on this trail last year. Got a secondary trail coming over here that I've pounded in. I've done this before. I caught a gray fox here before, but this is the kind of stuff I do before the season. I tromp down some trails and then I can come back later and set them up as long as the weather doesn't pound this goldenrod down too much. I know that I watch Camo Cowboy a lot, really like his channel, salt of the earth type of guy. Up where he's trapping in Canada, he said he can't, if he walks down the trail, he said the coyotes will avoid it like the plague. Around here, there's so many hunters and stuff that walk these trails all the time, and people, there's just a lot of hunters that walk around here. I think they get used to that stuff, but I won't walk that much more. There's still a couple weeks. Wow, it's getting close. About 10 days or so before the season. I'll let that set. All right, before we come back here and wrap things up, let's go out on the line, see a couple catches, show you a couple tips, 2 or 3 tips, show you a near miss, I think, and then we'll come back here and wrap things up. How's it going, everybody? It is December the 13th, 14th, maybe. I actually had my first day of physical therapy yesterday, and since my shoulder has been driving me bananas, I've been ignoring my sets a lot, and I really didn't expect to catch much of anything, but I finally snagged my second coyote. There's the old wild man going nuts as always. If he's driving you nuts in my videos, I apologize. But this is the same location where I caught the first coyote of the year that I ripped. I'm not sure if it's in the same set because I put another set right beside it. Smaller looking coyote, that's okay. I won't be dispatching this with my catch pole today. Even that hurts my shoulder pretty good. Got a hind foot catch on him, or her. A little frosty on the back. Definitely a good catch. I don't know. No, that's in a compass set. I had the original dirt hole right there that I caught the first coyote in. It's been dug at some. I can see that. Might have been this coyote right here. Small coyote, that's okay. I also have a urine post set over here. I'm going to give that a quick peek while I'm at it. Yeah, I'll be dispatching this guy with this pellet gun right here. That set is frozen, I'm sure. I'm going to have to come and do some maintenance to these, either later today or tomorrow. I still have some mink sets that I put out yesterday with a friend of mine. Took me to probably his best location to catch a mink, and he's trying to help me catch a mink. This one has some cool looking guard hairs. The fur looks all right on it. I'm not the top of it's really light colored. I don't know if you can see up there where it's really light colored on the top. Alrighty, gonna get this one taken care of, and I gotta go check a few more traps. This is pretty cool, man. I did not expect to catch anything in the last couple days because I've just been neglecting stuff. and trying to take care of my shoulder. But the physical therapist said that there's hope for me. All right, here's a coyote from this morning. Actually, it has pretty decent fur on it for Pennsylvania coyote, really. I mean, it's a darker coyote, typical, but it's furred out pretty darn nice. I used to skin some pretty suspect coyotes, but I'm not doing it this year. But this one's got some pretty decent fur. Pretty nice guard hairs here and stuff. Not too bad for hair. I'm going to give this a whirl, skinning this female. It's a female coyote, skinning her out and getting her on a board. I'll show you what the leather looks like once I get her on a board. All right, here's the coyote, skinned, fleshed, and boarded. I'll flip this in a day or so, but the leather's pretty nice and white. I mean, it has some pretty decent fur, really. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but it ended up weighing 30 pounds, a little bigger than I thought it was. I thought it'd be about a 20, 25 pounder, but it hit 29 pounds. Quite a few tick bites on it for a coyote, but overall, not bad. A little struggle with my shoulder, but the doctor told me, he said I need to keep moving it and keep using it. That or it could lock up. No mink catches today, but we did see a mink run right across the road in front of us while we were checking a set. So we know they're there. I just need to get one to crawl through one of my traps or step on a trap. Back at it tomorrow. Okay, so a little tip segment for the day. Actually got 2 tips. It's pretty nasty out here today. I mean, it's beautiful in its own way, but it's for trapping weather, it's getting pretty rough. Sleet and freezing rain right now. Everybody has had this across the country. We're not, I mean, this ain't specific to Pennsylvania, but I learned this last year off a hammer, and I showed it in another video. When I'm coming out today, I'm covering all my sets with plastic buckets. The wind's blowing pretty good today, so I'm putting weights on top of them too. And I'll be able to come out tomorrow, lift the plastic buckets off of here, and be able to just scrape a little bit of stuff off the top of my sets and be back rocking and rolling tomorrow. But guaranteed I won't catch anything tonight, because I don't think anything's going to come and knock those over just to get to a urine or a scent post set. Second tip are these little ice cleat things that you can strap on your boots. I bought them last year after I saw a guy wearing them. And so far so good. It's not solid ice, but there's some pretty solid rocks that are covered in ice, and I have no fear of stepping on them with these little ice cleats. These are pretty effective. I like these a lot already. So I'm gonna get on. I got like 3 more traps to check. Don't got high hopes for those ones because I haven't done any maintenance on them, but driving on. Morning everybody. It is the 17th of December, first day of our bobcat and fisher season. And yesterday, when I checked sets, you can see my footprint's easier. Hopefully I can find a half decent one. Right here's one of them. Set of fisher tracks right here. There's another track right here. They're snowed in a little bit, but they're, oh, I can sweep them out. They're nice and frozen in. It's a pretty good sized fisher. Definitely a good sized fisher. Came right through here, across this little road, and then it went down that creek on the other side of the creek over there, went down through there. I have caught both bobcats and fishers right down here. Well, a bobcat and a fisher down here. And a buddy caught a bobcat and a fisher too. He caught a fisher too, about 100 yards down the creek as well. I'm going to, this is probably one of my best locations, and my guy from Trapper Man sent me these 2 Victor 3Ns. He said he wanted to see me hopefully catch a bobcat in one. These are really cool traps, old time traps from a government trapper. And I'm going to set both of these here. I'm going to use this. This is actually a cubby for a 160. I could legally set it here with a 160 in here, but there's a lot of house cats. I think I'm just going to use this for a cubby if I can't get a decent hole in the ground. I have a log cubby down here. I'm probably going to set that again. But I'm going to get these 2 traps in the ground, and hopefully tomorrow or the next few days have a cat or fisher. Here's my finished set with my man-made cubby. I would sift some snow over the top of that peat moss, but it's just going to melt today. The sun's coming up pretty good. It'll hit that stuff and it'll probably just melt and make it wet. I'm just letting it go like that. Fishers aren't super bright. I got a bunch of meat and bait stuck up inside of there, fresh squirrel, and just a tiny bit of Hiawatha Valley, just to give it a little extra punch. Got some gusto up here. And tomorrow, And I should have had it right now, but I'm gonna come and probably run a screw through that box. It's wedged in there pretty solid right now. I mean, the easiest way for him is to get up in through there. And across the creek, his tracks came right through here. And I followed his tracks down. He went right down along this side of the creek down here. And I doubt if it's coming in on here, but just maybe 75 yards right down here. I had a cubby where I've caught a fisher and a bobcat before, but I actually found a hollow log, and the set's almost identical to that, but just out of a hollow log. The one thing I don't have right now is my visual attractor that buddy Hearn sent me, and I'm gonna get, when I come tomorrow to check them, I'll just hang my visual attractant. All right, I want to check a few more sets. Here's the eye appeal things that Hearn sent me. They're pretty cool, really. Black on one side, white on the other. It's a good contrast. But I'm here where I caught the gray fox here. It was up on the hillside there, if you watched that video. But here I got a flat set right here. And got a bunch of coyote tracks right through here. Came right up through here. Came over, got close. Not too close though, not close enough. There is one track right over there. And there's a couple little scrape marks there. But he just didn't commit. But I'm gonna hang up this eye appeal thing right here. In case a cat comes along. Maybe catch its attention. A lot of guys in other states, they can hang like a chicken wing there or something, but we can't have any type of feathers or anything like that. That thing's work. Check that thing out. Just a very slight breeze. Those are working great, Hearn. I don't know if you're watching this video, but they sure do make some good eye appeal. They're pretty cool. I think it's a piece of the stuff that they put over hay bales, that farmers put over hay bales, with a little piece of wire and a swivel on it. Pretty cool. So I just had the near miss on a coyote at a flat set, and I was pulling down into here where I caught two coyotes, the only two coyotes I've caught this year so far. I'm gonna get my camera situated, and I have a trap on a drag over here. I'm pretty sure I saw movement in the bushes. Yes, sir. There is my third coyote right there. And tail looks really, really bad. Maybe not manged up bad, but he is not a pretty looking coyote at all. I don't know if this one will be getting skinned. I caught the other two right out here. I have 3 sets here. They have all 3 produced. This was just a stick in the ground right here with some lure on it. No urine. Have a trap bedded in waxed dirt right there. Cold morning. I gotta get this guy dispatched and hopefully get home in time to get to church. Pretty chilly this morning. I'm not even sure what the temperature is. But got him in a E.5 50. Perfect deep pad catch on that guy. Yeah, it's just a really brown looking coyote. I thought it was manged up pretty bad, but we're gonna get this guy dispatched, get him drug out of here, and see what he looks like overall. Well, I hope you enjoyed the time out in the line. The first coyote I caught, that one had pretty decent fur really for this area. The second one, that would have been questionable to skin in a good market time, and the market is so far south. That one didn't get skinned. If the first one I got it put up, it looks pretty decent. I didn't even rip it. My mink trapping, it's been frustrating. We literally have seen mink twice while we were just out walking checking sets, and I still can't catch one. I know they're there. There's lots of sign, lots of tracks and everything, but I don't know. I'm probably the worst mink trapper on the planet, I think. But I want to just congratulate, there's a young guy named Blake. I don't know if he's gonna watch this video or not. He just sent me a text. He caught his first red fox. Congrats, buddy. I know it's awesome. And if you're watching this video before Christmas, Merry Christmas to everybody. I'll be ecstatic if I get to put out another video before Christmas, because that'll mean I caught like a cat or a fisher or something pretty cool. Pretty cool for me anyways. But hope you all have a blessed Christmas and a safe and happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for watching.